In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the best players that went undrafted in this year's NFL draft. The player that I'm talking about is UTSA wide receiver Joshua Cephus. Cephus signed as an undrafted free agent to go play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting a great wide receiver. This past season, Cephus had 89 receptions for 1,151 yards to go along with 10 touchdowns, and he averaged 13 yards per reception. Nearly 55% of his yards this past season were yards after the catch. Joshua Cephus was one of the best wide receivers in college football this past season. Cephus had the 5th highest grade according to PFF for a wide receiver who was eligible in this year's draft. Cephus had a higher PFF grade than some of the best wide receivers in this year's draft. Players like Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU, players like A.D. Mitchell. The 6'3", 190-pound receiver from UTSA has gotten better every single year that he has played. Every single year, Cephus has improved his reception total from the year prior, and Cephus has also improved his receiving yards from the year prior as well. So he's got better every single year. This is a great wide receiver to put in this Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver group. You also look at the fact how consistent Joshua Cephus is. The last 3 seasons, Joshua Cephus, each of the last 3 years, has had at least 800 receiving yards. That's something not many wide receivers can say. He has 28 receiving touchdowns for his career to go along with 3,655 receiving yards with 313 receptions. He's been one of the best players in UTSA history, and I'm very, very surprised he went undrafted. Something else about Joshua Cephus is that he has great hands. Cephus was just one of 2 draft-eligible wide receivers from Division I to have a drop percentage of 0% last season, the other receiver being Jermaine Burton from Alabama, who was selected by the Bengals in the 3rd round. So when you look at Cephus, he's up there when it comes to some of the best wide receivers in this year's draft, when it comes to grades, when it comes to production these past couple of years. This is a great player, and I just do not get how he went undrafted. Joshua Cephus was by far one of the best players that went undrafted in this year's NFL draft, and the Jacksonville Jaguars found a hidden gem in Joshua Cephus. Cephus has been one of my favorite players in this year's NFL draft. I even did a video about a month or so ago talking about how Cephus could possibly be the NFL's next Puka Nacua, but the Jacksonville Jaguars got a fantastic player in Cephus, and I definitely could see him making the 53-man roster. That about does it for this video. If you're new to my channel or have seen videos before, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Dude Hines Show.